Ever wished on a falling star and had your wish come true? Ashutosh did that. But along with that, he also had to burn the midnight oil to realize his dream. Let's get to know from Ashutosh Parida his story of grabbing the coveted PPO from Aditya Birla Group. Hi Ashutosh, thank you so much for joining us today. And to add to that, congratulations on your PPO from Aditya Birla Group. And Dare to Compete is extremely proud of your achievement. All set to join ABG?
Yeah, hi Lina, how are you? I'm doing good actually. Thank you and Dare to Compete for making this thing possible and bringing me this to a platform to share my experience with the fellow lot. So yeah, so joining Aditya Group was a dream of mine always, and I'm really excited for it. I can never prepare myself for the day, but in the end, I'll be excited the same. And yeah, I'm ready to hop onto the dream world.
Okay, perfect. That sounds really good. But before we hop on to the question of how you made it to ABG, let's do a quick round of introductions. So, Ashutosh, I'm sure everybody listening to you would like to know a little more about you. Who is Ashutosh Parida? Tell us something about yourself.
Yeah, so to start with, I was born and raised in the temple city of India, Bhubaneswar. And I also did my graduation in Bhubaneswar in mechanical engineering. After that, I joined Cognizant as an analyst. So there I stayed for a few years. After that, I switched to Reckitt Benckiser, again in a business analyst role. And I was basically working in pharmaceutical domain, and my job exactly was to handle stakeholders. So during my time in Reckitt Benckiser only, I realized that I have to pursue a higher degree, and then I ended up in SCMHRD, and I did my passion of following HR. Then everything is now it's fine in terms of my studies concerned. Apart from studies in extracurricular, in my hobbies and liking, I like to play guitar. I like to sing as well, and I sometimes play online games. And I like to ride my bike. And in sports and activities, I like to swim as well. So that's all about me.
Okay, that sounds pretty interesting. Okay, Ashutosh, I must say that it's commendable. It's commendable that you got a PPO from ABG. It's one of the dream companies of many students out there. So, what was your secret recipe of making it to ABG? I'm sure it must have been very difficult.
Yeah, so to start up with, there is no secret recipe or ingredient that you can eat and you can get the PPO. But again, there is no hard and fast rule, as I said already. But there are certain things that worked for me, like certain qualities that I had and I maintained in all those 2 months period, and which I think really helped me out to stand out. So I'm gonna throw some light on so those qualities which helped me out. I think it will also help the people who are listening to this. So the first thing in the list that comes from me, which helped me, was commitment to my work. So from the day one itself, I was really committed to the work that was assigned to me. So that really helped me out in focusing the work that I was doing, and whatever work was there in the pipeline, I was able to follow through everything. So commitment to my work also really helped me out. Coming to the second quality, which is again punctuality, basically how you're maintaining your timelines and how you're adhering to it. So that also really helped me to maintain a rapport that Ashutosh is always punctual in his meeting, in his work, and whenever I was asking someone to join the call, I was there before 5 minutes. And on top of that, if some deliverable was assigned to me, I was making sure that I'm finishing it at least a day before, something like that, because that again was helping me building a rapport. On top of that, I had also time to spare to look on the same activity again, that is everything is ready for the activities is concerned. So that is the second quality that really helped me out. Third one being basically really enthusiastic about the work, whatever I was undertaken or any kind of activity that I was taking part in. So in this 2 months of period, you have to do lot many things. Your company will be engaging you in many activity, and you will be doing lot many like social media activity. You have to do many kind of activity, like webinars will be there. So make sure that you are participating in all of them. I know that every one of us also went through the same thing. We all will have much work to do in those 2 months, but take a break, attend all those sessions thoroughly, because that is one time opportunity for you, and you should be enthusiastic, and then only you'll stand out from the crowd. So that is the third quality I'll suggest that you should inculcate in yourself. The fourth one is being positive about all the atmosphere. So that really helped me. Even I've gotten personal feedback for the same during my end review, that Ashutosh, you're really positive about stuff. So in those 2 months, in these 2 months, there'll be many stuff that will not go as per plan. So you will fail a lot. You will again try to get something. So only thing what you can do is you can stay positive. That will really help you out to, compose yourself. What you can think of differently, that you will get out of this situation currently, and have a smile on your face. That always help actually. So in tensed mind, so however burden you have, I always have that thing that even how nervous I am and however work pressure I have, I always join a meeting or I always start a conversation with a smile. That really starts with a good mood, that everyone in the same page, everyone is a happy jolly mood. So that really, these are the things that really help me out during my internship.
That's amazing. And it's excellent, I must say, Ashutosh, the way you mentioned all of these points and listed all of this in such detail. And
Yes,
especially the part about staying positive. I think it's very crucial and it's very important for all of us to stay positive in a time where we're all being tested in this time of pandemic.
correct.
Now, Ashutosh, we know that your journey started with ABG Head Start, which was a corporate competition. I would like you to shed some light on how did your journey initially begin? What was the competition all about? How was the competition structured? And how did you manage to win the competition?
Okay, so before I start, I just want to give the hint that everything started from Dare to Compete itself. So I still remember the day I registered there. So the competition, ABG Headstart is concerned, it is one of the top competition in terms of Indian B school competition is concerned, and so it is really great in terms of the rounds that we have designed and the competition itself. So you can take a lot from that competition, not only in terms of solving case studies or attending anything. So that's a very good competition, and the journey will start basically for you from simulation rounds. So this simulation rounds, like I had 3 simulation rounds. It may vary on next generation, but that's how it is. You will first go through simulation rounds. So these simulation rounds are world class apart simulation round, very good, very energetic, very enthusiasm participation from everyone, and you will feel involved in the simulation while playing it, and you have to actually solve real time business scenarios. And after these 3 rounds of competition, we had case study rounds. So 2 rounds of case study, then again in the finals, we had to present the case study. So that's how it was. Considering my team, we had really good bonding, understanding, and camaraderie between us. So that really helped us dividing the task between us. And we knew each other's strength and weaknesses. So we divide the task in the same manner. For example, I was not good at content writing. But I was very good at technical stuff. So I designed the app, which was part of the solution. So again, so we divided our task, and that really helped us focusing on individual tasks, which in turns helped the entire team to find a complete solution. So coming to PPO part, so I was never sure, like we never know that we are getting a PPO in the beginning, because that was not informed to us. And but again, we were not looking for the end result. We were all in for the journey and the learning and the experience that we are going to have from this competition. And just we put our foot forward and we went on. So, and it ended up in getting a PPO.
It's amazing to see how nicely you covered the entire competition and the crucial aspects of it. I'm sure people listening to you will be eager to participate in ABG Head Start, especially the ones who would love working at ABG. And I'm sure it is a dream company for a lot many people like you out there. So, Ashutosh, now I would like you to mention about your internship period. How was your internship like, and what was special about your internship at ABG?
Yeah. So one of our values, basically the value that we propose to our customer, it is like basically world full of opportunities. And when you join actually the company, you will realize that yes, we are actually getting n number of opportunity to showcase ourselves, not only in terms of work is concerned, in terms of any kind of extracurricular is concerned. So it was a very wholesome experience, as I say, and it will always be my first and foremost internship is concerned, MBA internship, and I'm never gonna experience this thing again. So it is really memorable for me. Coming to the exact internship project, I was working for the group level ThinkPad company, which is ABM CPL. So there I was basically working with the ABM CPL HR under the guidance of Mr. Anil Agrawal sir, who is the head of ABM CPL HR, and my project guide was Mr. Francis sir, who was basically leading the learning and development part of ABM CPL HR. So both of these people are really amazing people, and rest of the entire ABM CPL HR team is great, and they really carried out throughout the entire internship journey, carried me out, and they really helped me out. Very generous and very kind people. And so without them I couldn't have been possible sitting here and talking to you. So that is really amazing. And talking to my exact project, so my project was about employee experience and journey mapping. So I had to design a new journey map for the organization. That was my part of my project. Apart from the project, YTM team, our young talent management team, who basically takes care of all our interns. So they have done marvelous job considering the fact that we were the first batch of this virtual interns, and we never feel like that that we are the virtual interns. You can see from my logo, we even got the joining kit as well. So that is really commendable job for them, and they always handhold us and always explain us that what are the things, what if everything is going on fine, taking feedback from us, actually working on those things. So really great job. And apart from the webinars that we had, regular webinars, we also had different kind of activity. For example, social media challenges, doing a show business kind of thing where we had to buy and sell movies. There were leaderboards, so various other engagement activity we played, any very various kind of activity. So that was really memorable. And apart from that, I also won 2 competitions between those internship period. And there I got a chance to speak to Mr. Satish Paisa, who is the MD of Hindalco. And again, I got a chance to talk to Mr. Rohit Pathak sir, who is the CEO of Birla Power Composites. So again, these two personalized talking was like really helpful for me. They guided me throughout, and it was really memorable for me because I was actually talking to them on a one-to-one basis. So these are the takeaways from me, from my side actually, for my internship experience is concerned. So it was really great.
Okay, that sounds amazing. Amazing, Ashutosh. This goes to say that ABG Head Start is just one step. And once you get into ABG and start interning with ABG, that is when you will be faced with a lot many opportunities, and that is when you will come across a lot many chances to meet good people, meet people from the industry who are going to shape your career in the end.
Correct.
So, Ashutosh, is there any one single incident that you would like to recall from your memory about your internship that will always stay etched in your memory?
There are actually various things that will stay. Entire internship is actually gonna stay in my heart. But the only one thing, if I'm gonna mention, it was about the social media challenges. So what were they basically? They were spread over 8 weeks of our entire internship journey, and every week basically we have to post one video based on certain themes. And every week was certain different themes, and we had to post videos. And there are leaderboards, and there are many other things that was going on. But the memorable one for me was that in the first week itself, the theme was basically around making yourself healthy, and the theme was become stronger. And we had to basically do push-ups and give video about it, and you can be as creative as you want. So many people submit various things. I also submitted a video, and on end of the round, I was on the top of the leaderboard. So it was just about a week, and I really liked the thing, and the participation was really great. So that will be memorable for me. That particular incident will be memorable for me.
That is quite some experience that you have mentioned, Ashutosh. And I'm sure that this is what sets ABG apart from all other organizations. Now, for our audience who is looking up to you for inspiration and motivation to grab a PPO from their interning organization, I would like you to emphasize on what all did you do to get a PPO from ABG. In short, what should a candidate likely do to get a PPO from his or her interning organization?
Yeah, so always in the previous question, I think I have mentioned those qualities that actually help me out for ABG, but I'm going to give you an overall view that what you can do actually in those 2 months that will make you stand out from the lot. So first thing you can do is that whenever you're getting your project charter, before even that, start solving case studies. So basically that will be my advice for the people. Case study, start solving case study. Many case studies are available in the internet for free, and you can solve them and you will get immense knowledge from them. And basically you are going to solve a bigger case study in those 2 months. So maybe multiple number of case studies, because that will be your project. Basically you have to solve a problem. So case studies consist of problems. So participate in different competitions as well, and Dare to Compete is the best platform to do that. And visit there and participate in many competition as much as you want, and that will also give you exposure to different kind of thinking, different kind of thought process that should go for a problem solving brain is concerned. And apart from that, basically in the beginning when you're starting off with the internship, make sure that you have a very good round of research is going on for your project itself before you call or before you reach out to a manager. just make sure that you have a background research for the project. Then you go and talk to your manager. You set your expectations. You said that, okay, sir, I have thought this is the way to go forward. What do you think? What is your option? And try inculcating it to a simple solution that you're going to provide in the end of 2 months. So that really helped me out as well. So, my project was really vast. Like, my project is a 6 to 8 month job, if I'll say. But again, if I thought, like, if I'm going to start from the beginning to end, it is going to take 6 months. So I had to limit it. Even my manager and my buddies also helped me to, focus it to a proper 2 months period. So that also you can do. On top of that, think something which will be not very common. Basically, think outside the box. Like, for any kind of solution, you think outside the box and you try to implement those solutions. So providing recommendation is one thing, but it should be feasible as well for the company. Imagine that you're providing 4 solutions and that can be implemented in the next 1 month. So how that impression will be for you? And imagine that you are just giving hypothetical solutions. So try to give feasible solution. That will also one of my advice. So these are the things that I would like to give you, that if you follow this thing, it will also make sure that it will increase your chances for getting PPO.
That was quite some vivid explanation of what should one do to get a PPO from such corporates. Thank you for sharing your experience in so much detail, and I'm sure that this is going to help the incoming batch of students a lot.
Yeah.
Now, on a closing note, Ashutosh, what advice would you like to give to students who are looking at joining ABG in full swing?
Yeah, so whoever is looking forward to joining ABG as a full timer, you can always start like me when I started. But apart from that, if I'm going to give you some advice, like how you should build yourself for ABG. So in ABG, we follow something called Power of Five. So we have five values that we always follow in ABG. And even when my internship was going on, I was basically judged throughout those five values and how basically I was performing. So these five values are basically your passion, integrity, your commitment to your work, how seamless are you in your thought process, and how speedy you are on your feet and on your work basically. So these are the five value we call Power of Five. Basically, if you want to join APG, you should inculcate those qualities if you do not have. And apart from joining APG, these qualities are interns. If you see that you are going to join a good company, you'll be looking for these five qualities itself. So it will be better for you also if you inculcate those qualities. And that will really help you to make you through in ABG. And that'll be it as basically.
Thank you for sharing such valuable advice, Ashutosh. And I'm sure that this is what people should and will inculcate in themselves before they decide to join ABG or any other such corporate. Thank you so much for being with us, Ashutosh. It was really nice and enlightening talking to you, knowing about you and your journey of making it to ABG. We wish you the best for all your future endeavors, and we hope that you make it to ABG in office soon, very soon. Stay safe, stay home, and take care.
Thanks, Alina. Thanks, Dare to Compete, for giving me this opportunity.